All right, BS Live Rocks, Bobby and Shane Radio, back with Garrett Goodwin, the phenomenal, over-the-top drummer for Carrie Underwood. How's that for a title? I like that one.
Good.
I got a question for you. You know, you play with an artist. Now, do you find that there's a benefit playing with an individual artist, or is it, you know, to have your own band? Is it something that you'd want to do to have your own band? Do you have your own band? And maybe what are some of the differences in your mind as far as the benefits or the drawbacks?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think for me, having playing for an artist is something that is consistent, and you can. There's so many artists. There's so many individuals, you know, trying to do their own music and doing their own music, and I think there's something consistent in that, and from the music industry, consistent is a good feeling. As far as your own band, you know, that can happen. That stuff does happen. And, you know, I think creatively it's good to have your own music. It's good to have your own band. It's good to have that outlet because, you know, it's not like I grew up saying, hey, I want to play country music necessarily. You know, it's not really what I grew up listening to. I grew up listening to pretty much everything but country music, which is pretty funny.
Didn't most people? Come on.
Right. So I think it's good to have that outlet of what you truly enjoy. Which that's a tough thing to say because I truly enjoy what I do, and you know I can't even say it's country. You know how I play is very pop rock as a drummer,
right?
But I still think it's good as a drummer, as an artist, to have that outlet of you know maybe what you really want to do or letting loose a little bit more or different things like that. So I think it's good to have a good balance of both things. You know, what is going to support you, what is going to you know make a living for you as a musician, and then also what you truly have a passion about at the end of the day, if that makes sense, you know?
No, it does. And, you know, when you made that comment about how you drum, and it's funny, if I look at Sean Fuller, Kent Slusher,
right,
Rich Redmond, yourself, like, you guys are like rock drummers in these kick-ass modern-day country bands that are really bringing great stage shows with awesome tunes. And that's where I got turned on to country maybe 8 years ago. That was it. And I used to work in country radio, hated it. And then all of a sudden when things started to change and it became more rock country, because I'm a rock guy, and I look at the drummers and I'm thinking, I can't believe how many of these guys are rock drummers playing country.
Absolutely, man. It's cool. It's cool how it's kind of changed over and how it's evolved into what it is. And the thing is so many of these guys, like Rich Redmond, all these guys, they can, you know, if they pull out the most classic country song in the book, like they can play it. You know, we can do it if we need to.
Right.
But it's fun to kind of bring that rock, that pop element to country music. I think that's what it's evolved to at this point, and it's pretty cool to see.
Speaking of being diverse, not only do you play with Carrie Underwood, also, and I don't know if they're still playing, the Sons of Sylvia. How did you connect with the Clark brothers? Are they still playing? And is it me in a dream, or did the Clark brothers or Sons of Sylvia open up for Carrie Underwood on a tour at some point?
No, you're right. So it's crazy. The lead singer of the Clark brothers, Sons of Sylvia, same thing, same band, used to play fiddle and background vocals for Carrie. He was the first one for when she started out, and he left and did a show. It was like a spin-off of American Idol, The Next Great American Band, I think is what it was called.
Yeah, that's right.
And yep, and so it was him and his brothers. They went and did that. They obviously grew up playing music together, that whole thing, and they actually won the show. And then they ended up being the opener for Carrie on one of her tours. And It was pretty cool because me and the bass player for Carrie actually got to, we would play with them as the opener, and then there was a band in between, and then we'd come out and play with Carrie as well. So
nice.
It was really fun because it was, they're not around anymore, which is really, really sad.
So it was a short-lived project, yeah.
It was very, but for me personally, it was very fun. It was a good, like we were just talking about the outlets of music. It had a very folky country style to it because there was fiddles and mandolins and banjos and these country instruments, but it had a even more so rock feel to it. It we would open up the show with a Led Zeppelin tune, which was really cool, and it was just kind of a different outlook on country music, I guess. And it was a fun project for sure.
What was it called? Love left to lose. It was a great song. I remember.
Oh my gosh, man! You're bringing back some
Love left to. I can't remember now. It was a tongue twister anyway.
Right. Yeah, absolutely. No, that was some fun stuff for sure.
Now you've played indirectly with Steven Tyler as well, who, by the way, I'm going to see next week at the casino. But what was that experience like? Yeah, and he's doing country now, right? I'm going to see his country band.
Right.
So yeah,
right.
What was that experience like?
Oh, unreal! I mean, all that stuff is unreal. It's like, what am I doing here? Why am I here? I don't deserve to. It's really cool. It's all those experiences are such a cool thing. One of my first things with Carrie, one of my first TV shows with Carrie was with Lindsey Buckingham from Fleetwood Mac, and it was like, this is the most bizarre. Like, why? What is going on? And it was such a cool thing. It was such a fun thing, and it's crazy because those guys truly love music. Like, they still truly love music. They're not just doing it. They never did it to, just to try to make tons of money or whatever. It's like they truly love music, and
right.
you can see it. And that's the one thing I took from the small moment that I was around them was, man, these guys, like, it's different. You know what I mean? They're so passionate about what they do. So that's the one thing I definitely took from those experiences.
At my age, I mentioned being 47, and I've seen a ton of concerts, tons in my years. And 2 summers ago, I saw Aerosmith. And I'm not even a big Aerosmith fan, but it was part of a festival that we were part of. And I have never to this day ever seen a performance like Steven Tyler, ever. At his age,
I believe it.
Vocally, physically,
Killed it.
Just killed it. I'm so
Yeah,
looking forward to this country
I know.
thing.